On a frequency of 162.475 megahertz from on top of Sonoma Mountain. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office located in Monterey, California, and serves the North Bay counties of Marin, Sonoma, and Napa, as well as the coastal waters from Point Arena to Pigeon Point, including San Francisco Bay. Here are the coastal observations for 12 p.m. Wind speed is in knots. The wind at Bodega Bay was calm. The wind at Point Blunt Angel Island was south-southwest at 7 with gusts to 9. The wind at Montana Beach was northwest at 6 with gusts to 8. Synopsis for the Central California coast and bays, including the Monterey Bay, Greater Farallones, and Cordell Bank National Marine Sanctuaries, breezy to gusty northwesterly winds continuing through late week, with hazardous seas through Tuesday, seas temporarily subsiding during midweek, then increasing late week. The marine forecast for San Pablo Bay, Suisun Bay, the West Delta, and the San Francisco Bay north of the Bay Bridge. For today, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming west 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots this afternoon. For tonight, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. For Wednesday, west winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. For Wednesday night, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. For Thursday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. For Thursday night, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. For Friday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. For Saturday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. The coastal waters forecast from Point Arena to Point Reyes out to 10 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect through this evening. Small craft advisory in effect from Wednesday morning through Wednesday evening. For today, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots this afternoon. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet, subsiding to 2 feet this afternoon. Northwest swell 9 to 11 feet at 13 seconds. For tonight, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves around 3 feet. Northwest swelling to 10 feet at 13 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 16 seconds. For Wednesday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet. Northwest swell 6 to 8 feet at 12 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 16 seconds. For Wednesday night, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. Northwest swell 5 to 7 feet at 12 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 14 seconds. For Thursday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. Northwest swell 5 to 7 feet at 11 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 14 seconds. For Thursday night, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 3 to 5 feet at 11 seconds. For Friday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 3 to 4 feet. For Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 2 to 4 feet. The coastal waters forecast from Point Arena to Point Reyes 10 to 60 nautical miles offshore. Small craft advisory in effect through late tonight. For today, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest this afternoon. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet, subsiding to 2 feet this afternoon. Northwest swell 11 to 12 feet at 13 seconds and south up to 2 feet at 16 seconds. A slight chance of rain this afternoon. For tonight, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. Northwest swell 9 to 10 feet at 13 seconds and south around 2 feet at 16 seconds. For Wednesday, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet. Northwest swell 7 to 8 feet at 12 seconds and south around 2 feet at 16 seconds. For Wednesday night, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. Northwest swell 7 to 8 feet at 12 seconds and south around 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Thursday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 6 to 7 feet at 11 seconds and south around 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Thursday night, north winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots. Wind waves 5 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 5 to 6 feet at 11 seconds and south around 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Friday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 6 to 7 feet. Northwest swell around 4 feet and south around 2 feet. For Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 6 to 7 feet. Mixed swell northwest 3 to 4 feet and south around 2 feet. The coastal waters forecast from Point Reyes to Pigeon Point out to 10 nautical miles. Small craft advisory in effect through this evening. Small craft advisory in effect from Wednesday morning through Wednesday evening. For today, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet. West swell 7 to 9 feet at 13 seconds. For tonight, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. West swell 7 to 9 feet at 13 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 16 seconds. For Wednesday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 3 to 4 feet. West swell 5 to 7 feet at 12 seconds. For Wednesday night, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. West swell 5 to 7 feet at 12 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Thursday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 4 to 6 feet at 11 seconds and southwest up to 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Thursday night, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots with gusts up to 35 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Northwest swell 3 to 5 feet at 11 seconds and southwest around 2 feet at 15 seconds. For Friday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Wind waves 4 to 5 feet. Mixed swell northwest 2 to 4 feet and southwest around 2 feet. For Saturday, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots. Wind waves 4 to 6 feet. Mixed swell northwest 2 to 4 feet and southwest around 2 feet. San Francisco bar forecast. In the deep water channel, combined seas of 4 to 5 feet at 12 seconds. Across the bar, combined seas of 5 to 7 feet at 12 seconds. Maximum ebb current of 2.3 knots at 4:11 p.m. Tuesday and 4.0 knots at 4:29 a.m. Wednesday. The area forecast for the peninsula, North Bay and East Bay. For the rest of today, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 50s at the coast to the upper 50s inland. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows from the 30s to upper 40s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And on Wednesday, mostly sunny in the morning, then becoming sunny. Highs in the mid-50s at the coast to the lower 60s inland. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. For the Wednesday night, clear. Lows in the 40s. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming 5 to 10 miles per hour after midnight. For Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 50s at the coast and around 70 inland. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Thursday night, mostly clear. Lows from the 40s to lower 50s. Friday and Friday night, mostly clear. Highs from the mid-60s to upper 70s, lows from the mid-40s to lower 50s for the Saturday. Partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Highs 60s and 70s Saturday night through Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows from the 40s to mid-50s, highs from the upper 50s to lower 70s Monday. Partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Highs from the upper 50s to lower 70s, high temperatures today and lows tonight for the selected cities. San Francisco, 56 and 44, San Francisco Airport, 58 and 47, Redwood City, 60 and 44, Oakland, 57 and 44, Fremont, 59 and 43, Concord, 60 and 41, Livermore, 59 and 39, San Rafael, 58 and 42, Santa Rosa, 60 and 35, Napa, 58 and 38, Fairfield, 60 and 39. The weather overview for northern and central California for the period Friday through Tuesday. Rain clearing out to the south. The cold temperatures persist through Wednesday morning. Gradual warm-up begins later on Wednesday before rather warm temperatures Friday and through the weekend before a cooling trend returns early next week. The extended forecast for the San Francisco and Monterey Bay areas Friday and Friday night, mostly clear. High 60 to 80. Lows 45 to 55. Saturday and Saturday night, partly cloudy. High 60 to 80. Lows 45 to 55. Sunday and Sunday night, partly cloudy. Highs 55 to 75. Lows 45 to 50. Monday and Monday night, partly cloudy. Highs 55 to 70. Lows 40 to 50. Tuesday and Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Highs 55 to 70. Lows 40 to 50. The travel forecast for the Lake Tahoe area, including the Interstate 80 and Highway 50 corridor. For the rest of today, partly cloudy. A slight chance of highs from the 20s to upper 30s. Southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. For tonight, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly clear. Lows 10 to 25. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And on Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For the Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows 17 to 29. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs from the mid-40s to lower 50s. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. And on Thursday night, mostly clear. Lows from the 20s to mid-30s. For the Friday, mostly sunny. Highs from the 50s to lower 60s Friday night through Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows from the upper 20s to lower 40s, highs from the 50s to mid-60s Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs from the 50s to mid-60s Sunday night and Monday, partly cloudy. Lows from the upper 20s to lower 40s, highs from the 50s to lower 60s for the latest road conditions around the state of California. Call Caltrans at 1-800-427-7623. Local temperature reports around San Francisco Bay for 1 p.m. Downtown San Francisco was 55 degrees. Oakland Museum was 56 degrees. Redwood City was 57 degrees. These are the 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time observations for the San Francisco and Monterey Bay areas on Tuesday, April 18th. At San Francisco Airport, it was partly sunny, temperature 57, dew point 33, relative humidity 40%, west wind at 15 miles an hour, pressure 30.13 inches and steady. At Oakland Airport, it was partly